Episode 4. The Letter That Was Never Sent, A Love That Never Faded. The evening rain tapped gently against the window pane as Ethan sat alone in the dimly lit room. His eyes were fixed on the letter resting on the table, creased at the edges, stained with time, but untouched by courage. It was the letter he had written for Lily, yet never sent. Each word on that paper held the weight of everything he had never been able to say. The regrets, the longing, the love he had buried beneath silence. That night, memories surged like a tide, her laughter echoing in the hallway. The way she used to hum while brushing her hair, the warmth of her fingers tangled in his. His heart ached for her presence. For one last moment to say the words he'd swallowed for too long. Far away, in a city that had never truly become home, Lily sat on her balcony, the rain kissing her cheeks like old memories. She held the scarf Ethan once gave her, still carrying his scent, still carrying the warmth of a love she couldn't erase. She thought she had moved on. She thought time would heal. But every time it rained, it was his name her heart whispered. She remembered the day at the train station, the moment Ethan knelt in front of her, trembling, broken, begging for forgiveness with tear-stained eyes. She had walked away, not because she stopped loving him, but because love alone had become too painful. But tonight, something stirred in her heart again, an ache too deep to ignore. She reached into her drawer and pulled out a box. Inside were fragments of him she had tried to bury, an old photograph, a note he once scribbled, a ring he never had the chance to put on her finger. Suddenly, her phone lit up, a call from a Shah, number she hadn't seen in a long time. It was Ethan's best friend, his voice shaking, barely holding back tears. Lily. Ethan collapsed. He's in the hospital. It's serious. Her hands went cold, her heart sank. She didn't even change clothes, she just ran. At the hospital, the world felt like it was spinning. Everything was white, sterile, suffocating. Outside the operating room, Lily stood, her legs trembling, heart pounding like thunder in her chest. And then, she saw it. The letter. The nurse handed it to her gently. He wanted you to have this before the surgery. Lily's hands shook as she opened it. And then she read, "My dearest Lily, if you're reading this, I might be on the edge of life and death, but don't cry for me. Just know that in every heartbeat I have left, it's still your name," I whisper. "I never stopped loving you, not for a second. I thought time could numb this pain, but every night I still reach for you in my sleep. I still see your smile in my dreams. I regret every word I didn't say, every moment I didn't hold you tighter, every chance I had to make you stay, but didn't. Lily, if this is goodbye, then let it be a goodbye filled with truth. You were my only love, my only home, and if there's a life beyond this one, I'll find you again, to love you stronger, deeper, better." Tears streamed down her face. Her knees gave out. She clutched the letter to her chest, sobbing uncontrollably. "I still love you," she whispered. "I never stopped. I never stopped." Behind the doors, Ethan lay unconscious, his life hanging by a thread. But at that moment, his lips moved, faintly, as if whispering the name that had never left his soul. "Lily,